Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm just back from an estate sale and I got lots of goodies. I think I got a pretty fair price, and a lot of this I'm going to do some research on today to find out, how much it's actually worth. Now I got these, I guess they're napkins, and the duck's actually flying in the wrong direction, but I can use this as trim. I can cut these paisley pieces off. I can use this piece for trim. There's a lot of things I can do with it, or I can just do a backwards book. See, it would be this way. And then just cover, this part with lace. So I didn't feel like that was such a bad deal, because I got 3 of them for $1. And then I got the doily. Well, there's a story about the doilies. It's a big one. But then I'm going to cut these pieces and package them up in sets of 4. But I'm going to leave this here just because we know the scoop about the camera and how much it likes white. So then I got this, and it's just one of those stand scarves. It's got some stains on it, so later on I will wash it, but I figured the little roses are worth cutting out. So I'll be working on that too. I got a bunch of stuff that I can do while I'm with my husband watching TV. This was in there, Want book, the Bingham Company in Cleveland, but look at the little tags. And these are vintage. So I was like, yes. So I got the whole set for everything you're seeing now for $18. But look at this. These blank. So what I'm going to do with these is put them on the back of journaling cards. You see? And it's not been used, it's not been written in, but it is very old. So that you're going to see, that you'll probably see in my 30 piece packs or 30 packs or whatever you want to call it. Look at this little answer book. 1,000 fact reference with daily memo diary. Now look at this. Believe it or not, I have seen these weights and measures, books of the Bible, famous canals of the world, state area codes or areas. I saw area. Famous tunnels of the world, what to do in an accident, Independence Days, legal holidays. So it's just a little fact book. But again, these are going to be great to put on 1938, 1939. Wow. So this was a 1938 or a 1939, possibly a 1937. I'm going to say 1938. I would say 1938, the answer book. Whitman's answer book. Okay, there's that. And then this is the Amazon and its wonders of the world. Look at this. John C.C. Sancraft. Look at that handwriting. So this was, let me see, 1879. Look at that. 1879. And it has a lot of goodies in it. A lot of Amazon photos. So like I said, some of these I'll be pricing later on today. Look at this. A Hiawatha primer. Helen Holiday, December 1916. So this says copyright 1898. 1898. And it has Homecoming and the feast. A lot of pictures. The beaver, the birds, the cradle song, stars of the summer night, far in yon azure deeps, hide your golden light. He sleeps, my loved one sleeps. He sleeps, my loved one sleeps. Huh. So a lot of little interesting stuff in there. And again, I plan on pricing these. Christmas Carolyn by Carolyn Wells. And this is the Onyx series. This one is 1913. So there's no copyright laws on this. This can be destroyed, reprinted, copied. And then we got, look at this, The Road to Oz Little Golden Book. And this one is, what year? What year is this vintage? Trying to find the date on it. 1951. So yeah, this one's, let's see, 61. This one's 70 years old. Yep, this one's 70 years old, and it's in really good shape to be 70 years old. So there's that one, and then the Mad Hatter's Tea Party. This one's kind of rough, but look at this. How old? It's yellow with age. And this one is 1951. This one is also 70 years old. So those are the two vintage. Next up we have Courts and Criminals, Arthur Train. And this, I don't know if you can tell, but it has the really nice spine on it, and it has a really nice front. And I'm thinking, if I use it as a journal, I can cover this and then just leave that nice edge. But this one goes back to 1923. So next year, this one's okay. No more copyright. This next one I got, it's called Antiques Past and Present. What I liked about this one was the photographs in it that you could use to put on your tags, your pockets, collaging, just some different things that you can use definitely in your journals. Look at that. That would just make a nice page folded. That would make. Go to sleep. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna throw this stuff away.
All right, so that's why I got this one. Is there's a lot of stuff in here that can be used for collaging, decoupaging, and just generally putting in books. All right. The next up is an old book, but I love this front. And I don't know the year because I would have to look it up. It had Roman numerals. Let's see. No, 1923. So next year, this one will be okay to replicate. So it's nearing the end of its copyright. Look at that. This is such like tissue paper, but look what it has on it. So cool. Shattered relic, German shell strikes Chateau de Ham, injuring the carefully preserved window from which Napoleon III escaped from imprisonment. And then that's probably more of it. There was the shelling there. But anyhow, so every now and again you see these images, and they got that little, is that the only one? They have the little tissue paper. There, no, there's another one. So this will be good. And it's got those rough cut pages. I think they call it deckled. But this stuff I love. Fodder for the future, right? And then I have this little book. This is called Uncle Tom's Cabin, guys, and it's an original. Modern Reader Series, 1926. But this one I'm going to research and see how much it's worth. If I can sell it online, I will. And then I thought this one was so cool. And John Stoddard's lecture, Constantinople, Jerusalem, and Egypt. But this one is 1897. 1897, guys. Is that not the bomb? Look at that. And it's pretty much intact. So that's another one I'm going to research here in just a bit. And this is called The Pulps. 50 years of American pop culture, 100 full-color rare original covers, plus black and white drawings and ads. So this I thought, oh, this is going to be really good for my journals. Look at this. Wolfgang, Dr. Death. Sorry, guys. So there's a lot of, again, a lot of good stuff in here. Ooh, that was kind of scary. But this is good pages to make pockets, and you know, it's the right size page. It's good and thick. I can do lots and lots of stuff with that. Look at this. I mean, that's cool. So I got that. And then I got this book in French. And I don't know how much it's worth, but it's 1908. It was 1913. But it's got music in French. I thought this was just so cool. So this is also one I'm going to find out if it has any value to it, and if it does, before I go selling it or chopping it up. Okay, this is another one in French, and this is, doesn't say lecture, recitation, orthographs, and this one is 1914. Look at these pages, guys. And this one, I don't know. I want to see, again, what it's worth. Here's the back side of it. I want to see if it's of value. And if it is, I will sell it. So, anyhow, my husband saw the Pulp Fiction book, and he's going to look at it real quick before I destroy it. Okay, so this belongs to the year of 1919. Dictionary of 6,000 phrases. Wow. Look at that. Letters, optimism, pessimistic, please, regret, simile. So it's A to Z, 6,000 phrases. Letters of invitation, my dear blank. This will introduce blank, a friend of mine who has just moved to your city. He has a position with the blank. Perhaps you can assist him with some information. I will consider it a favor, and I am sure he will be doubly grateful. Yours respectfully. So this is kind of cool. I'm going to see if that's worth anything. And then I got this book. I just love this cover. I mean, this is psychology, psychiatry, and something. I don't know, and something. Oops, it's backwards. And it's got some pretty cool pages in it. I'm going to have to copy dye them, but But again, I really like the cover and the public interest. So this I'll be copy dyeing. I love this paper. It's almost really nice paper. Good crinkle factor. And then up next is dressmaking. Woo, check this out. Jane Fales. F-A-L-E-S, Fales. So look at this. A manual for schools and colleges. Assistant Professor of Household Arts. 1917. But look at this dressmaking. And this had some cool pictures in it too. Textile manufacturer. Look at, even they spelled it manufacturer, T-U-R-E. Pattern designing and draping. Look at that. So this would be good for a sewing journal. Definitely be good for sewing journal. And then I got this. This is called Reading Aloud, Parrish Nelson. Love that cover. That's going to be a journal. Unless this thing's worth $1,000, it's going to be definitely a journal. Definitely journal material. And this has that really good paper too. And then next up is the Scallywagons of Oz. Now I looked this up on the internet, and the good copies of this sell for starting at $400 and only going up from there. So this is old. Look, tick-tock sets to work. You think in the Wizard's workroom. This is so cool. There's the wizard. There's the frog. Almost reminds you of Alice in Wonderland. A little. Anyhow, there was the Cowardly Lion. I saw the Cowardly Lion in here somewhere. There he is. So anyhow, yeah, this is pretty cool. So I'm going to see what I can get for that. It's like Wizard of Oz, Alice in Wonderland, and Dr. Seuss all rolled up in one, isn't it? Alright, next up is, I definitely want to see if I can get some money out of this one, and I'll tell you why, because this is the record of 25 royal years. Look at this. Can you believe this? Now, it does have a bit of a musty smell to it, but I don't know if that can be helped. Look at that. Pretty cool, huh? When they were young. Wow. Queen of Tomorrow. And this doesn't have that I can see, because some of these have the copyright in Roman numerals. This says 1948, but I don't know if that's when it was. When they were young. Huh. Well, there we go, guys. 25 years is a long period in the span of a married couple. Okay, so we'll see what that's worth. And then I got this. And this is in German. And there are some old things in here. And this says 1867, but I don't know if that's the actual copyright date. But again, I mean, if you're just doing journals, this is some pretty good paper. And then here's this old. It was right here, so I don't know if this is if the artist has actually got something in this book, or if that was just an accident. But I was going to see if there were any. I was going to see if there was anything that matched up, but I didn't see anything as of yet. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to put this in my buttons. So pretty good stuff there too. And then this is a music book. The Wesleyan Songbook, and this is 1931. And this is number 118 out of 100 copies. So I don't know if that means it's worth more or not. But it's got some really good music pages. So what I'll have to do, look at this. That's so cool. I'll have to research it, like I said, and if it's not worth anything and it's still under copyright protection, I won't reproduce it. I'll just use it. All right. So there we go. That was my haul from the estate sale. And my husband picked up a few things. He picked up some Coca-Cola memorabilia. And then, I'm sorry to yawn, guys. You know how when you catch a cold, all you want to do is yawn and sleep. That's where I'm at. My second cold. The first one at the tail end of 2022 and the first one in the beginning of 2023. Now, these my friend gave me. And these are fabric index tabs and strips. And so what you do is you have your strip and then you cut however much off you want. So those are going to go in something. One of my journals. I don't know yet which one. But I like the idea of how they did it. And I think I may have some iron-on strips. Decorative, like, what is the word I'm trying to think? Patterns. You know, it's like fabric, but it's an iron-on. So, and not like iron-ons for your clothes, like like something like this, but it's got the iron-on back. You know what I mean? Look at how good that matches. Wow. So anyhow, guys, that was my estate sale find. And next up, I'm going to do a Temu haul, and then I'm going to show you the prize I won from the At Melody Maids Block Hop Party 2023. New Year's Block Hop Party. New Year's Hop Block Party. Something like that. Anyhow, I got some die cuts I won. And I cannot for the life of me, because that thing went really fast. I mean, you really had to keep up. So I don't remember who I won it from, but I mean, I have a name. I don't know if I want to drop the name or not. But anyhow, I have that. And so when we come back in the next video, I'll show that to you. All right, guys, thanks for watching.